Hi, my name is Gibson, and I'm the creator of the Personal Development School. This is your daily breakthrough video, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how to share insecurities with your partner and why you should. And this is such an important topic because I will say, from working with so many couples for years, it is one of the biggest reasons that people don't move beyond the power struggle phase in a relationship is because they're unwilling to be vulnerable and to open up about their insecurities. And I want you to think of, like, as we talk about the different stages of relationships, right? You guys know that I have full courses that talk about the 6 stages of a relationship based on your attachment style and what's going to show up. But just from like a general perspective, literally, if we look at the dating and honeymoon phase, a lot of these components are characterized by like elevated neurochemicals. Like you've got your phenylethylamine, you've got your oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin, this like neurochemical cocktail of like attraction and infatuation and bonding neurochemicals. But we don't stay there forever. Like that eventually sort of, we adapt. Human beings are very adaptive. That sort of calms down after a while. And then what is the relationship based on? If we're still trying to just make the basis of a relationship about infatuation and attraction, we're not actually building deeper roots in a relationship, which are absolutely necessary in order to go from infatuation to actual love, like to actual, like, I see you as a person for who you are. I understand your fears. I understand your needs. You share things with me. I understand your boundaries, the things that you like and dislike. We've talked about this, that we've had these conversations. Now we have such a deeper bond and we really share things. We're really connected. We really know each other on the inside, not just as the image that we're trying to sort of portray more so as a general rule that people lean towards in the dating and honeymoon stages. So if we don't do that work to be open and share and be vulnerable, then we basically keep our invisible walls up between ourselves and somebody else. They don't get to know us and understand us at a deeper level. We don't get to know and understand them at a deeper level if they're also not doing that, which usually it kind of takes two to either be doing it or not doing it. And then we have two people who don't deeply understand each other. They're going to run into communication problems and challenges. They're going to run into frustrations. They're going to have unmet needs that they're not talking about. They're going to have expectations that they feel like are let down. They're going to have core wounds that are triggered. They're going to have boundaries violated, all these different things. And this becomes a perfect storm to have a horrible power struggle phase that often ends relationships. And so it's extremely important that we learn to like share our insecurities, not make somebody responsible for them, but share them and ask for needs to be met around them. And it's a really important way of opening up. So I'm going to give you a little formula here. And if you want to do a much deeper dive into a lot of this stuff, I have a conflict resolution course, and I also have a communication scripts course you can check out for free in our 7-day free trial by clicking the link in the description box below. And in both of those courses, you've got in the communication scripts course, all different scripts for like specific situations based on your attachment style. So for example, anxious, preoccupied, fear of abandonment, need for reassurance, fearful avoidance, need for transparency, and having trust issues. We actually have over 50 different scenarios, DAs on when they're stonewalling, what they actually need, how to communicate through that, what to do when you're being stonewalled, like so many different scenarios. And those are all outlined with like specific ways you can communicate in the best way possible to help you work through these things in the relationship and share your insecurities and talk through things with other people as well. So anyways, really, really valuable stuff to take a look at if you get the chance. So here's a little format you can use at a very high level. And this is, you know, when a situation happens, what you would say is when situation X happens, I interpret it as fill in the blanks, and I really need Y. Okay. So what we're saying here is, for example, when the dishes aren't done, I interpret it as me being unsupported, and I really need some extra support around the house sometimes. And so what you're doing here using this formula is a few key things. You're listing the situation. So you're not saying when you never do the dishes, right? You're neutralizing it. You're saying like when the dishes are left undone, right? So you're not saying you or what you do or don't do. It's not like really pointing the finger at somebody. And then you say, I interpret it as, so it's not saying you're making me feel, you know, you're saying, this is what comes up for me. This is mine. This is my insecurity, my fear, my pain point, whatever it might be. And what I really need is, and you're giving somebody really clear, specific direction. People sometimes they'll hear your fears, but if you don't tell them what you need, they're like, okay, so you feel bad and I feel blamed, and they don't really know where to go with that. So you have to get really specific around that need too. So you can even go so far as to say, I need some extra support around the house. And that would look like you doing the dishes on Mondays. And so what you're doing is you're giving clear, specific, empowering directions that will help somebody solve the problem. And you're sharing yourself, you're sharing your needs, you're sharing your pain points in the situation, and you're also creating a healthy way of communicating to somebody when something is showing up for you. So this is a really, really great place to start. And I really want to emphasize here that like, every time we criticize or we feel upset or frustrated or angry or we lash out with our words or whatever it might be, there's always just some kind of unmet need or some kind of feeling of disempowerment or pain point there. And if we can package like what the pain point is, what the unmet need is in a healthy way, we're constantly tearing down the invisible walls between ourselves and others. So very, very valuable to be doing. So hopefully this makes a whole lot of sense. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you want to do a deeper dive into our communication scripts course and check out all the different scripts we have for scenarios, or our conflict resolution course, which has the specific points for how to resolve conflict and solve for it, please check it out. It's so useful. Will save you so much time and stress going forward. And the link is in the description box below. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. And please like, share, and subscribe as well if you haven't had the chance to yet. Thank you.